I have a question for you. Have you ever heard that in order for you to have financial success, then you have to have a healthy relationship with your money? Well, what does that mean exactly? Stick around and I'm going to tell you what it means to have a healthy relationship with your money. Hey there guys, Renee Collins here, CPA, financial planner, and the founder of Retire Ready, a firm that is dedicated to helping families and business owners to have a healthy relationship with their money so that they can save more, invest smart, and to build wealth. Now, if this is your first time at this channel, first of all, I want to welcome you and I want to thank you for being here. If you find this information useful, please feel free to share it with someone that you know, and then also don't forget to hit that like and that subscribe button. So what I want to talk about today is, what does it mean to have a healthy relationship with your money? I remember the first time I heard this, I believe I was reading it in a book, and this was years and years ago, and I wondered, what does it mean? How do you have a relationship with basically an inanimate object? And after all, if you think about it, money is just a piece of paper, right? Well, yes and no. So on the surface, it does seem like it is just a piece of paper that actually we give meaning and value to. But money is so much more. It's really this multifaceted tool that impacts so many aspects of our lives, and it can evoke a great deal of emotion. So having a relationship with our money, a healthy relationship with our money, is about having a connection to our money so that we can use it to live a full, fulfilled life. Having a relationship with our money, it's about having a positive interaction with our money, emotionally and psychologically, rather than just thinking about our money as this source of anxiety and stress. I'm going to provide you with about 5 tips on how do we develop a healthy relationship with our money so that we can use it as a tool to have an amazing life because we deserve it. The first is, let's talk about it. Society has told us we don't talk about money. We don't share how much money we make. We don't tell people that we have debt. The problem that we have when we don't have conversations around money, when we don't tell people that we need help understanding how money works, or we need help creating a spending plan because we're struggling. The problem with this is that when we start to give in to these norms and we don't have conversations around money, nor are we getting financial education in school, then that impacts our ability to make smart financial decisions. And there are consequences that come with that. Those consequences include money mishaps, excessive debt. We start to have concerns about whether or not we can save for retirement or if we're ever going to retire. We extend our financial resources. We become victims of predatory financial tactics. All of this creates stress. It can create shame and guilt and anxiety, make us feel like we're alone and isolated, and so many other negative emotions. And we feel like we're smart, capable adults. So why can't we figure this thing out? And it's because managing your money is a skill. And just like you become proficient in any other skill, money requires the same thing. A carpenter will take years to craft his or her skill. To become a nurse, you have to go to school, you have to get some experience, you have to take an exam. And the same is true for a doctor, an attorney, a CPA. Managing your money is a skill. And it just means that it's a skill that you just have not learned yet. I encourage you to have conversations with your friends about money. Friends you can trust, of course. And initially, it may be a little bit uncomfortable, but we have to begin to break this silence around money. We have to begin to have honest, open conversations with our friends and our family, with ourselves, so that we can develop a healthy relationship around our finances. Find out what type of spending plan your friend is using, or maybe they're not even using a spending plan. Maybe they have some type of money management system. But ask the question. But do remember this, is that our personal finances are just that. They're personal. So what may work for your friends or your family or your coworkers, it may not work for you and your personal financial situation. But we ask the questions because it helps us to start thinking about what solutions are available and what's working for other people. And maybe it's something that we can tweak so that it can work for us. So don't be afraid to start engaging in a dialogue around your money. When we begin to share our experiences and our challenges and our successes with money, we can learn from one another and we can support each other on our financial journeys. And here's something else that I want you to know is don't feel shame in asking for help if you feel like you need it. My firm provides financial coaching for clients who want to work with a financial professional so they can get on track with their money. Now, you don't have to reach out to us. If you want to, there is a link in the description, but there are so many financial professionals out here who are willing and able to help you get to where you want to be with your finances. The next tip is be kind to you. Because we don't have conversations around money, this can create a lot of stress, a lot of shame, a lot of guilt around our financial situations. When we start to compare ourselves with other people, which is so easy to do today because of social media. On social media, we see the perfectly curated images of people living their ideal lives, their best lives, and that can make you feel like, ooh, I should be doing so much more with my life. When we're constantly comparing our lives with that of others, it can create these feelings of inadequacy, making us feel like, oh my gosh, I should be doing more. I should be doing more. What's wrong with me? When we feel like we're not achieving enough, it can lead to these feelings of isolation, anxiety, and even depression. That pressure to keep up with what we see on social media, it's overwhelming. But I want you to remember this. Everything that you see on social media is not necessarily an accurate representation of reality. People are going to show you their best lives, their best moments. You won't see their struggle behind the scenes. You won't see their ordinary, everyday life. So be careful getting caught up into social media. I remember, I think this was during COVID. I remember walking through the mall one day and I saw a selfie room. I didn't even know that selfie rooms existed. I didn't even know what it was. But they're basically these rooms that are specifically designed for taking the perfect photo so you can post it on social media. Who knew? I didn't. They're often these elaborately decorated rooms. They have these beautiful backdrops and beautiful vibrant colors, interesting props, ideal settings for capturing that eye-catching image. The purpose of these rooms is basically to create the perfect image that looks fun, glamorous, and of course, flawless. But like I said, everything that you see on social media is not necessarily reality. So if you feel like you're getting kind of drawn into that whole social media comparison game, stop. Get off social media and give yourself a break. This can be a powerful way to combat those negative feelings. Just take a break from it and reconnect with your life. Reconnect with your life and then just appreciate everything that you have. When we begin to appreciate our unique journey and focus on personal growth rather than comparing ourselves to someone else, this can lead to a healthier mindset and an improved well-being. So it's so important that you be kind to yourself as you navigate your financial journey, because we're all on a different journey, especially when it comes to our money. So rather than focusing on what other people are doing with their money, instead think about what it is that you want your money to do for you. What lifestyle do you want? What dreams do you have? What goals? Be careful playing that comparison game. Instead, spend some time reflecting on what is important to you. Next, forgive yourself. Along the same vein as being kind to yourself is forgiveness. Forgiveness for the mishaps that you may have made with your money over the course of your life. I oftentimes will see people, they'll beat themselves up because they feel like I should have invested more, or maybe I should not have gotten so much student loan debt or so much credit card debt, or you fill in the blank. Here is what I want to say to you. At the moment that you were making that financial decision in your life, you did your best. You did your best with the resources and the knowledge that you had in that moment. So even if the long-term impact was not what you had expected to be, remember you did your best and you learned something. So take a moment and create space for your grace. You deserve that. You deserve that. Next, spend time with you. Having a healthy relationship with your money, it's about self-awareness. It's understanding your thoughts, your beliefs, and your feelings around money, and understanding how do these feelings and these thoughts, how do they show up in the financial decisions that you're making? Our beliefs about money, it's shaped by our childhood. Us watching our parents, interacting with our parents, and watching how they spend their money. And then also our friendships and our experiences, all of this in the media, all of this has an impact on the way that we handle our money. Even anxiety and guilt, joy, all of these emotions, all of these things, they have an impact on our spending as well as on our saving habits. That's why self-reflection is so important. It's so important that you understand what really matters to you, because you want to begin to align your values, what's important to you, with your spending and your financial decisions. You want to have your money work for you, support you in your overall well-being and your goals. You can use this self-reflection or self-awareness around money to help you better understand how do your experiences and beliefs with your money, how does that influence your financial behaviors? Because see, when we can begin to address any issues that we may have with money, then can we make more informed and confident decisions with our money that align with our needs. And it helps us to foster a healthy relationship, again, with our money. Next, your environment matters. Your environment can have a significant impact on your money. The way that you manage your money could also be dependent on the people that you spend your time with. Are you working towards saving more and investing more, but yet you spend your time with someone who is a spendthrift, who likes to live for the moment, who has an attitude of fear of missing out? And so they're just enjoying themselves, spending everything that they get. Can you see how that might be a conflict with what you're trying to do? Now, I am in no way telling anyone to abandon their friends. Absolutely not. But have a conversation with your friend and let them know what it is that you're trying to do. And I think on social media, they call this loud budgeting. When you start to say things like, hey, you know what? I am trying to save for the future, or I'm trying to get out of debt, so I can't make dinner with you every Saturday. I can't do that. Maybe I'm trying to save for a home. So when you start to have those honest conversations with your friends and with yourself, then that can help you create a healthy relationship with your money as well. And then I also think it's important that you start to have relationships with other people who have like-minded values around money as well. Because when we can do this, it creates a supportive environment. Because remember, this is all about having healthy financial habits and achieving our financial goals more effectively. So make sure that you are understanding your environment and how that is having an impact on the way that you are managing your money. Well, listen, guys, that is all that I have for this week. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. And if so, don't forget to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you guys next week. In the meantime, go be great today. Take care.